We start with two. Another competitor will enter every 90 seconds. The last man standing will be the winner and the #1 contender for the UWA Elite Championship. And an elimination must occur when an opponent is thrown over the top rope and both feet hit the floor. Now let's see who drew #1.
Well, I talked in my card rundown about karma. And King Tech, after crashing the Hall of Fame ceremony for the Wretched Bows, is your #1 entrant into the Brawl for it all. He has got a long way to go. Cypress, this is a position that you are unfortunately familiar with, being #1 in the Brawl.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was #1 after losing in that same night to be #1. And I went 1-30, did last match after that. It's one thing to see people do it. Right. Because sometimes you come in at #5 or #6, and you're like, oh, I can make it. No, it's so much harder. You see, when's it over? When's the last guy? More guys keep coming.
It's like wrestling 29 matches in a row.
Yeah, it was one of the hardest things I've ever done.
Well, King Tech has a long way to go if he wants to challenge Corey Dillinger for the UWA Elite. All right, well, we've got #1 in the ring. Who? #2. Who's going to be #2?
And now entering #2.
Wait, Flash Carter? He's not cleared? Flash, it is, it's Flash! Flash Carter back in the UWA. I mean, he has got a long, long way to go, but if anyone can go from #2 all the way to #30, I think Flash Carter is the man to do it if you're talking about energy levels.
King Tech is not happy, don't forget. He's the guy that ended the Last Breath undefeated streak.
All right. The man who ended the Last Breath streak of King Tech is the man he's going to face. Man,
he's the one that sent King Tech into his tailspin.
King Tech in unlucky #1. And oh my God, it's coming to the commentary. Tech is coming over to commentary here. And now walking away. Okay. Yeah, please stay over there. Please stay over there.
We don't want any guest commentaries today. We're good with 3.
You sure you don't want like a quick interview with King Tech before he starts the match?
I'm not going to conduct that interview. If you want to conduct it, you guys can do it over there somewhere.
In the restroom? Is that what you were pointing to?
If that's where they want to go, then I'm okay with it. I don't need to know what happens in there. Just keep the pineapple out of it.
Sorry? King Tech asking for a minute before things get underway here.
Is someone going to signal me to am I waiting for one of the refs?
All right, the Brawl for it all for 2024 has officially begun. Guys, this is going to be a rough one. I got to announce every entrant, and we got to commentate.
Just got to throw this out here before I do every Brawl for all. I am the only 3-time winner. Okay, continue.
Well, King Tech preaching his words to Flash Carter. Oh! Bumped him in the eyes! How low?
Thanks for coming, Flash.
And he thought he had an elimination, but he caught himself on the apron and met with the boot. Springboard knee! Ducks the clothesline. Some right hands and the knee to King Tech. And King Tech was very, very smart. That's the experience of King Tech. He's been in this brawl a few times before. Oh, hang on a second. Let me Northern Lights suplex and a Falcon arrow from Flash Carter. As I was saying, King Tech, the ring general, the experience, the veteran that he is, going after Flash Carter right away, trying to eliminate him as soon as possible. Don't forget, you've got 90 seconds before the next entrant comes in. So if you're able to clear out the ring, you've got a nice little rest period for yourself.
Nice to see that Flash Carter has recovered well from that injury.
Well, he might not be recovered. Don't forget, last year at some point, he just re-entered himself into a match. Last year, the year before that.
It was at some point.
Right? Does that happen? I know he just entered himself. He didn't have clearance and just decided he could just enter the match.
I believe that was an Championship match 2 years ago, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I don't know. I just remember
Study the spreadsheets there.
I just remember that he was not supposed to be in it, and he just put himself in it. We let it happen.
3, 2, and 1. Who is entrant number 3?
Entrant number 3, Jungle Jim Wilder!
Well, he may not have the belt with him. However, still your Iron Man champion, Jungle Jim Wilder.
King Tech, what are you doing, my guy?
I don't know. After the Middlesex County Fair, I don't think Jungle Jim is gonna help King Tech at all.
Just dropping him.
Now, Wilder and Carter have been on the same side of things many times before, but there are no friends in the Brawl for it all.
Knee to Tech and a knee for Carter.
Up and over goes Carter, but he lands on the apron.
And the big boots delivered to Jungle Jim. And Flash Carter going to the top ropes. Spinning kick from Wilder.
Flash drive from Carter.
It has been a while since we've seen that.
King Tech's in a bad way right now.
And over goes King Tech.
On the verge of elimination. Holding on for dear life. No, he finds himself on the apron.
Look at Tech just wrapping his legs around that bottom rope, making sure that he can't get eliminated.
It's the smart thing to do.
Don't forget, both feet have to hit the floor in order for you to be eliminated in the Brawl for it all.
Yeah, I was trying to announce that, but my voice cracked.
No, I got you.
Wow. Kip up from Carter. Oh, I gotta make another announcement.
Entrant number 4,
Here you go, Cypress.
He's gonna maul him right now. Now they're all in trouble.
And I'm assuming this is Cypress's clear favorite.
Well, I mean, I have a couple.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Big Dan might be on that list. Maybe Robbie Roller. Yeah.
Did you notice that Do or Die Boxy, their initials is DDP? Did you get like a cease and desist for that or like anything?
No, we're not talking about that.
Oh, all right, sorry.
Not since the court case. King Tech making his way under the bottom rope, looking under the ring.
He's not eliminated.
No. He slid under the bottom rope.
Well, if he comes back in, he'll be eliminated soon. That's for sure.
Jesus.
Those diving uppercuts from KTB.
We got 100% KTB.
Absolutely diabolical as Jungle Jim Wilder going for the ride. No. Carter kicks back KTB. Tries to go for a crossbody. Oh!
Did he trip over Tech?
I think he did. And met the ropes on the lower back. You can see he might have injured himself there.
Wilder, Flash, and KTB.
I don't even think Tech meant to do that.
I don't think he did either.
Oh my God. Those steel keys that we saw last month used against Sean Damage McNellis in the wheelchair match. I was the only one that noticed it.
Well, they were all the way on the other side. Those keys should have been used to lock MC Hale in a basement somewhere.
All right.
entrant number 5,
He got changed quickly.
And this is probably my clear favorite for feud of the year.
The wretched Bose told Damage as he was leaving the ring, just hold on, you'll get your opportunity. I don't think Bose had any idea that opportunity was going to come so quickly. Damage just laying out Tech.
Catches the boot. Throws him over. No, not eliminated quite yet. Taking his eyes off the prize. Damage. Oh, gets hit with the right hand.
Yeah, Tech able to sneak in a shot on damage. Meanwhile, at the other end of things, we have KTB still going to work on Flash Carter.
Yeah, Flash is going to regret coming back tonight right now.
Look like Damage was going for the shoulder separator. Technicality, no. The Sambo from SDM.
When we talk how deflating it's got to be Flash Carter right now, you're so psyched to come back and get here. You draw your number and you see number 2.
And that does have, yeah, I agree.
Definitely has to put a damper on
yeah,
this for sure. And
but,
Tech
eliminated! Goes out. Tech has been eliminated.
Team Tech has been eliminated.
All right, 4 men still in the ring. We've got SDM and Flash Carter. We've got KTB and Jungle Jim Wilder. Next entrant coming your way. Number 6 in the brawl.
Entrant number 6.
All right, it's been a minute since we've seen Boom going right after KTB. Don't forget the history that the two of them have in this match.
KTB nearly killed Boom Harden with an axe. Let's keep that in mind.
Boom has a death wish going right for KTB. You should know better.
And then going after Flash and then SDM. Boom is taking on all comers right now.
Rolls through. But Jungle Jim Wilder right behind him. Crane kick to Boom Harden right on the chest. And the nearly eliminated there. Oh no! Catches himself on the apron.
Might be a quick trip for Boom.
Wilder just planted that knee into the jaw of Boom Harden.
There you go, KTB. Right where you want him. Right where you want him.
KTB, continuing to go to work on Flash.
Oh, I love it.
And Jungle Jim Wilder going to work on Sean Damage McNellis. Wow, Flash Carter really beaten and bruised from the chops of KTB. Now KTB turning his focus to Boom Harden. And a chop to Boom.
Our next entrant.
Entrant number 7.
All right, Pete Corvus making his debut. So guys, I'm gonna point something out here. So Pete Corvus came in. Did you see King Jack leave?
No, did not see him leave.
All right. I mean, I don't see him in the ring. Obviously, he's been eliminated.
Now, it's to my understanding that Pete Corvus, there's no relation to Eric Corvus. Am I right about
Correct. Yes. Pete is Corvus with a U. Eric is Corvus with an I.
It's a big change.
That's what happens if Eric Corvus ever gets fired from here and he has to go somewhere else and we have his name copyrighted.
Oh my gosh, all that body weight, Pete.
Yeah, a bunch of cannonballs being thrown around here by Pete Corvus.
Energetic one, can't quite get KTB up.
He's looking for a quick debut here if you want to go after KTB.
On the shoulders he goes.
Oh boy.
Oh, God, and Flash Carter.
On 3 men. 3 men hit by KTB.
The beasts all 3 of them. They were lined up.
No, that's what you call do or die.
DDP.
I mean, Wilder, Carter, and Corvus all on the receiving end of the beast salt by KTB. KTB trying to take out Corvus. Boom Harden trying to take out KTB. Flash Carter trying to take out Boom Harden.
A whole line of eliminations.
Everyone just worked together. It might, they all could just eliminate Pete Corvus if they just worked the KTB.
Entrant number 8.
Well, the first member of the contingent making an appearance.
Now you got a bull and a beast in the ring.
KTB yelling, "Come on, big man." I don't think you need much of an invitation for BT Bull.
It's somewhat of a faction war right here. Do or die posse against the contingent. The rest of the competitors all teaming up.
And good strategy by everyone else. These are the two biggest men in the ring right now, KTB and BT Bull. If you're going to try to eliminate them, you have definitely got to work together.
BT Bull.
I just want to point out, KTB fought off 3 guys. BT Bull only fought off 2. Just throwing it out there.
I mean, it's not going to be in the record books, but yeah.
Oh no, Boom Harden in a terrible position.
Oh, I didn't even realize he was down there.
BT Bull trapped in the corner, not for long.
So is King Tech the only elimination? Whoa.
KTB on the verge of elimination.
His feet didn't touch.
Holding on to the ropes and gets back in the ring.
To answer your question, yes, King Tech is the only elimination so far on my sheet.
And Flash Carter going to work on Sean Damage McNellis. And now Boom Harden on Jungle Jim Wilder.
All right, next entrant coming in. Number 9 in the brawl for it all.
Entrant number 9. Big Dan.
That's 2 members of the Do or Die Posse.
The convenient Do or Die Posse, that's 2 guys in already. Not 1 member of the old guard. Oh, what a beautiful move.
Oh, the spear by Big Dan.
Well, now it's a numbers game.
Who taught him that?
Do or Die Posse.
And are you kidding me? Did Big Dan just whip out an enziguri?
Big Dan and KTB, brothers by blood, and through the Do or Die Posse, taking care of business in the brawl for it all, as Jungle Jim Wilder trying to keep that cooled down.
Yeah, Jungle Jim, I mean, in a brave but stupid spot between Big Dan and KTB.
Yeah, definitely stupid.
Wilder working on Boom, saying, I'm winning this. Boom sending Wilder out. No. Wilder holding up to the top rope. Flash Carter holding on to the top rope.
Oh, what a kick, and Jungle Jim Wilder has been eliminated.
Elimination number 2.
Jungle Jim Wilder has been eliminated.
Now I wonder, I don't know if this is anything, but do you take consideration if you eliminate someone in the brawl for all, you get a title shot?
If you eliminate the last man in the brawl,
Well,
you
he
get a title
eliminated the
shot.
Iron Man champion. Does he get an Iron Man title shot? Does that work that way?
It doesn't work exactly that way, but it wouldn't be a bad idea. And by the way, Boom Harden just got eliminated by BT Bull.
So if you eliminate the guy that eliminated the title holder, you get a title shot?
I mean, we can keep going down this rabbit hole. Jay the Key Evans.
I gotta talk about Jay the Key Evans right now.
Please do.
Now, Jay the Key Evans, in his interview, he said he was been a little off since Eddie Thomas got hurt. And I gotta agree with him. I'm gonna give him his due. Because he also is an idiot that said if he wins this match, which he won't, he's gonna cash in on the tag team titles. Does he know how this works?
So not tag team titles. Not a choice. This is not the golden ticket. Oh! Yeah. Flash Carter and Jay the Key Evans on a double team.
I thought maybe the Brawl for All rules changed since I won one, because I never won and got a shot at the Iron Man championship.
Bull looking to eliminate SDM.
I mean, you guys keep talking. I gotta catch my voice here.
And folks, if you did not catch that power slam.
Oh wait, King Tech!
Wait, where did Tech come from?
You were right, MC Hale. He came from under the ring.
He just eliminated Damage?
He was under the ring.
King Tech eliminates Sean Damage McNellis after having already been eliminated himself.
Sean Damage McNellis.
I think he was under the ring. He just kind of popped up. We don't have that angle over here. We're not a multi-million-dollar company. We don't have monitors. Just saw his smarmy little face pop up.
And look, King Tech looking so proud of himself as SDM just laying prone, possibly unconscious.
You gotta think, even though he didn't win King Tech, it's mission accomplished.
Entrant number 11.
All right, the first member of the X Express to enter the brawl.
What number is he?
He is number 11.
So there's been 11 guys in, 2 members of the Do or Die Posse, and not one old guard in there yet.
And V. Daniel cleaning house.
The flipping senton from the top rope.
Big Dan going after him. No! Bicycle kick there from the Ferocious Beast. Trying to go after KTB. Lands on his feet, my God! And a code breaker!
Yeah, KTB came to the defense of his brother, but V. Daniel was ready for him.
Now this is his first taste of action on the night. He only, actually no, I stand corrected. He did have a brawl with Max Payne. I guess things cooled down.
Yeah, it was a brief one, but he did indeed.
This is V. Daniel's first brawl for it all.
Oh, Big Dan wanted, saying do or die, but was met with a kick from Flash Carter.
BT Bull looked like he thought he eliminated V. Daniel, but Daniel was able to choke him out on the top rope. Flash Carter trying to take out Big Dan. KTB just chopping the living daylights out of Jay the Key Evans.
If V. Daniel can eliminate BT Bull, I've seen it all.
That's would that be a more surprising elimination than Boom taking out KTB a couple of years ago?
I mean, look at the size differential.
I mean, that's historical. All right, entrant number 12.
Number 12.
The second member of the contingent, BT Bull, still in there. The mat mechanic making his way into the brawl for it all, number 12.
Looking to get his first one of the night, unfortunately.
Right,
came up short.
We'll point out 2 contingent members, 2 Do or Die Posse members, and not one only.
V. Daniel,
1 X Express member.
V. Daniel trying to get a little bit of revenge for the X Express.
V. Daniel going for the ride with Eric Corvus as they take out other competitors and smushed in the corner.
Eric Corvus delivering a headbutt right to the face of Corvus.
Oh my God.
Eric Corvus has done almost everything in this company. He's never won a brawl for it all.
One of the few accomplishments. Out here in the middle of the ring, we've got Corvus on Corvus violence. Looked like Pete Corvus was ready to backdrop Eric over the top rope, but no, Eric Corvus instead lifts the leg into the face of Pete.
Pete Corvus has been eliminated.
Out goes Pete Corvus. Big Dan trying to take advantage, but
Thank you guys for calling these out, because I'm missing a couple eliminations here.
between the 3 of us, we should be able to call most of these eliminations.
I'm going to start giving them fake eliminations.
Wait, KTB!
There you go, Dan. There you go, Dan.
KTB almost eliminated himself. Big Dan with the big assist, bringing him back into the ring. All right, number 13, lucky number 13 in the brawl. Who's it going to be? Steeler wasting no time. Right into the thick of things with a couple of kicks for Flash Carter, V. Daniel, and one for Jay the Key Evans as well. Bull and Corvus in the corner. Chris Steeler going to work on both of them.
Chris Steeler, you got to think not 100% going into this match, as he was in the UWA Elite Tag Team Championship match earlier and crowned new UWA Elite Tag Team
He is indeed a
champion.
brand new title holder.
Rainbow Cutter! Rainbow Cutter from Flash Carter! I've been waiting to call that one for a long time.
Flash sending Big Dan into the ropes.
Flash ducking the clothesline. Another Rainbow Cutter, no!
KTB caught him.
Just throws him down.
Right at the feet of his brother, and then using Big Dan as a weight. Flash up and over.
There you go. Thanks for coming, Flash. That's what you get.
KTB and Big Dan combining for that elimination.
You stick your nose in the Do or Die Posse business, that's what happens. You get eliminated.
I mean, I got to say, still a pretty good showing for Flash Carter in his first match back in UWA Elite after some time.
Yeah, now he'll have to swindle his way into some other title match at Last Breath.
Entrant number 14. Second member of the X Express.
Oh,
Obviously going right after Eric Corvus. Contingent costing the X-Express the tag titles earlier tonight.
Northern Lights by Troy Locke. That took a while to get Eric Corvus up and over.
He said, what the heck? He must love the Northern Lights.
Oh, and BT Bull's head just crashed into Eric Corvus' face. I don't know if that was planned by Troy Locke, but it was effective.
If it was not planned, yeah, it maybe put that one into the playbook, Troy Locke.
Kill two birds with one stone, am I right?
Exactly.
Now, Troy Locke going on the attack of Eric Corvus.
BT Bull collecting himself in the corner.
Oh, and I think BT Bull just took out V. Daniel there. Not out of the match, but onto the mat.
Big Dan puts Troy Locke in his place. Big Dan and KTB working on Locke. Corvus and Bull are being kept apart very well by V. Daniel and Chris Steeler. You can see the effectiveness of teammates, of being in the ring with someone that you know, as you can see from Big Dan and KTB. But BT Bull and Eric Corvus are not able to take control, or not able to take advantage the same way that the members of the Do or Die Posse are right now.
Maybe it's tutelage and leadership. Maybe because Kenny needs to do a little better job.
Well, right on the heels of Chris Steeler, only 2 men later, his tag team partner, the other half of your tag team champion, Just Us League, Mike Massacre.
Yeah, that's a tough draw for the Just Us League.
So you got the Do or Die Posse, the Contingent, and now the Just Us League. And I guess you could technically say V. Daniel and Troy Locke are the X-Express,
Absolutely, right? Yeah. 2 of the 3 members of the X-Express as well.
So all those guys in there and not one member of the old guard.
True. I mean,
gonna be the fresher faction for sure.
Lady Luck sometimes can have a hand in the victor of the Brawl for it all.
Chris Steeler looks he's very close to being eliminated. Him and Jay Evans.
Yeah,
they both are over the top.
Massacre going to help his tag team partner.
And Jay the Key Evans and Chris Steeler fighting on the apron. Probably the worst part of the ring in this match especially.
Both members of the Do or Die Posse on the ring apron as well.
Oh, wait, but Michael Massacre being dragged to the apron by Jay the Key Evans. Both members of the Justice League and Jay the Key on the apron.
Steeler and Massacre have Jay Evans in a bad spot right now. Hey, they're finally on the same page. Oh, never mind. Steeler goes down, Massacre goes down. Both of them are out.
Well, they were on the same page. Unfortunately, it was a different book.
Entrant number 16.
Wait, and the Justice League just pulled out Jay Evans. Jay Evans is eliminated by people that are already eliminated. Michael Massacre and Chris Steeler just grabbed Jay the Key Evans and just pulled him right out.
And they're continuing to put some punishment onto him.
Oh, but he ducked it! And the Just Us League collided once more, and a super kick to Chris Steeler and a wheel kick.
I'm sure our cameras are going to stay rolling on the action outside the ring, but we're going to have to concentrate on calling.
Happening.
Yeah, I'm calling.
Jay Evans fighting back, not to cut you off. He's fighting back.
Troy, all 3 members of the X-Express, Troy Locke, V. Daniel, and Jeff Cannonball, all choking out Eric Corvus, the mat mechanic, and once again, BT Bull all the way across the ring.
Another Northern Lights suplex to Eric Corvus.
With a dropkick assist by V. Daniel.
You don't need to go to Iceland to see something beautiful.
Speaking of something beautiful, Jeff Cannonball in the corner with BT Bull.
He's just like Iceland.
Green. Large.
Beautiful.
I'm talking about the Northern Lights here, right? Everybody picked up on that?
Nope.
Yeah. No? Alright, I gotta retry that one.
Alright, next entrant into the brawl. This is going to be number 17.
Entrant number 17
nice guy matches.
Ryan T with a face buster and a double axe handle and a DDT. I mean, we saw last month Ref Ryan T against Mike Seaway certainly held his.
Oh, that'll stop the momentum.
Yep. Eric Corvus with a low blow.
Oh wait, they took their eyes off the X Express.
All three members of the X Express trying to take out the two members of the contingent in the ring.
Corvus catches himself. BT Bull, I'm not so sure. Yep, he does.
Well, Ty Thomas not yet in the match, so it's a little uneven.
Oh my God. A suplex to the outside, no. Lock on the apron, and so is V. Daniel.
I keep getting thrown off that Ryan T's in the match. I keep wondering why the ref.
Like, why is there a referee in the ring?
Yeah,
I was going to say the same thing. I'm glad we were all on the same page there.
At least take the shirt off. Wait, no. We'll be blinded by that light.
There's so much going on. Ryan T's trying to beg forgiveness for the UWA posse. It's not going to happen. And now Troy Locke and V. Daniel. Jeff Cannonball to the rescue. He got poked in the eyes earlier. And they're both out. Well, Troy Locke and V. Daniel should thank their lucky stars that Jeff Cannonball was there.
Entrant number 18.
Just a little bit too late.
Of all the bad luck, Ty Thomas facing three members of the X Express after both of his teammates of the contingent have just been eliminated.
Really good work on Troy Locke, too. Sorry about that.
I don't know if you saw it. Ty went low on Cannonball.
Referee Ryan T went low on Cannonball.
Ty Thomas with anything but business. Ty says the Cannonball's going out. Cannonball with the reversal, throwing Ty out. No! Caught by Corvus and BT Bull. His feet didn't hit the floor. I guess he's still in. It counts, right?
He's still. I mean, if King Tech and the Justice League can eliminate guys after they're eliminated,
And look at that
can't they
teamwork.
save someone?
That teamwork from the contingent. All right, Ty is back in the brawl.
Ryan T's gonna wish he wasn't in there because he's getting dismantled by Big Dan right now.
Oh, Cannonball with the backdrop.
Oh boy.
Ty Thomas eliminated. Oh no.
You know, it looks like the contingent's falling apart, and I can't say I'm not a little. It doesn't make me a little excited.
I mean, yeah. Now you have Do or Die Posse, and they're only having to face the X Express.
So I believe that's Jeff Cannonball eliminating all three members of the contingent.
Entrant number 19.
Wait, what?
Who's low? They're not done. It's Nick Kay.
Oh, he's gonna take care of business himself.
Oh, Nick Kay. He just threw his suit jacket at Ty Thomas.
He's gonna show them how it's done.
Wow.
Oh wait!
No.
He just dumped V.
Nick
Daniel and
Kay.
Troy Locke. Oh wait, but then he met Cannonball, and now Nick Kay is out. JC, you got a lot to happen right now.
And Nick Kay. Okay, so now
There goes Cannonball's out.
now
BT Bull came from behind. You know, this war between the X Express and the contingent is just getting worse and worse. It's getting out of hand now.
So now it's just referee Ryan T being fed to the wolves here?
I mean, I'm
KTB and Big Dan Wine?
X Express giving chase to the contingent. I've got to check my notes here, guys, but
Oh wait, no!
You can't do that.
To both members of Do or Die Posse, and he took off the shoe.
Maybe the next entrant will be SP Anderson, and he'll help Ryan T.
okay, so I'm looking at my notes. I'm fairly certain that all members of both the contingent and the X Express were eliminated by each other. All members of the X Express eliminated the contingent. All the members of the contingent eliminated the X Express.
Referee Ryan T fighting back against KTB. Oh, but Big Dan Wine attacking him.
All right, enough toying with them. Just throw them out.
All right, we got number 20 now.
Oh, if you took 20 people to get one of them in, the contingent of the X Express is all wiped out already.
That is true. The first member of the old guard comes in at number 20.
Well, Mike Seaway,
Continuing where he left off last month.
well, just remember, guys, he didn't know where he was in the British rounds match after, I think, 3 rounds. So it's going to be a rough going here for Mike Seaway.
How embarrassing would it be for Mike Seaway to get eliminated by Ryan T? They went through the ropes.
Can't get eliminated that way.
Did Ryan T go over? I wasn't even paying attention.
Yeah, I think he did.
Ryan T went over the top, but Seaway went through.
Sweeping the legs, and out goes referee Ryan T.
Put your ref shirt on. No one wanted to see it anyway.
Referee Ryan T has been eliminated.
Remember, we warned them. We warned Mike Seaway and the old guard what would happen if he got in our way.
Yeah, this is a really, really bad form of a handicap match right now. Oh, both of the members of the Do or Die Posse in there going to work on Mike Seaway.
And you still haven't seen Robbie Roller yet.
Come on, Seaway! Hold guard!
You know, I
Right, we don't want to see.
I failed to mention this earlier, but did anybody think that? Oh wait, hold on 1 second.
Seaway trying to get KTB out while we have another entrant coming into the ring.
Entrant number 21. Off the bear,
As I was saying before, did anybody in the Hall of Fame induction for the Wretched Bows think he was going to pull a Flair? It's not kind of just for a moment. He was going to take off the jacket and say, "I'll never retire."
I did not.
I had a feeling. Oh, well, I lost a bet. So
Wade Kruger making his return. We haven't seen Wade Kruger in a UWA ring in a long time.
is he still a stepdad?
Oh, I mean, do you ever not become a stepdad?
It's possible.
I guess, you know, I guess it could be important, right?
I mean, I don't want to wish that on him. It's just a simple question. But.
Double team maneuver from the Do or Die Posse taking out Wade Kruger.
Let's get him out!
They're saying let's eliminate him, and unfortunately Kruger doesn't have anything in the way of teammates in the ring right now.
No,
Mike Seaway, the closest he's going to come.
Last Brawl for All, I was in as an active competitor. So I'm in there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Wade Kruger was in that match, and I don't know what was happening. I turned around at one point, and people were being spanked in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
And I'm not lying. That's the true story.
That sounds like a stepdad's match. That does sound like a stepdad's match, yeah.
And then he asked me to spank the guy, and I just kicked the guy in the head. I didn't, I thought that was more effective.
So we got to assume that Seaway and Kruger, the only way that they're going to survive very long here is to join forces against the Do or Die Posse. Big Dan and KTB,
It won't matter.
both still in the ring, and who's going to be the 5th man in?
Entrant number 22, Joey.
Well, I mean, at some point, they all got to come in, right?
And he just competed in the UWA Elite Championship.
Joey Adams, one of the unannounced guys that we talked about, but I mean, if you watch any Brawl for All, you know whoever loses that UWA title match usually gets a spot in the Brawl for All.
You have to assume number 22 would have gone to Corey Dillinger had Joey Adams been successful in that title shot.
Yeah, I believe Dave Swan picks a number beforehand, and it just goes to whoever loses that match.
That makes sense.
And he could have picked like number 1.
And Big Dan Wyman coming to the rescue of KTB, clotheslining both Adams and Mike Seaway, but now Adams going to save his old guard partner.
I gotta be honest, I can't believe Joey Adams is still like moving after at the elbow.
Yeah, that was insane. Talk about mind-boggling.
I mean, as beaten and battered as he might be, I'm sure Mike Seaway is very, very happy to see Joey Adams in this ring right now.
Now Joey Adams going to work on both members of the Do or Die Posse. Cypress, why don't you get in there and help him?
I have a job to do here. I don't need to get suspended by putting my hands on another competitor. I would never do something like that.
I can't imagine who would be dumb enough to do something like that. KTB and Big Dan calling out to Cypress here at our commentary position. However, that meant Big Dan took his eyes off of Joey Adams with a bulldog in the middle of the ring. Entrant number 23 in the Brawl for It All. Ryan Rise with a bit of a different look. I think he's cosplaying his Orange Cassidy. He's freshly squeezed Ryan Rise.
And notice his slow pace in getting into the ring.
Oh, it is Halloween.
With as many times as I have worked with Orange Cassidy, to see somebody on the indies cosplaying as him in a match is one of my favorite things I've ever seen in a professional wrestling ring. Well, and that's a shoot.
Rise just like rolling into the ring.
Can we talk about how Ryan Rise got the spot? Are you guys aware of how he got in this match? There was one spot available for a Lost Boy, and it was Miles Penn and
Coin.
Yes, the Coin. Miles Penn and wasn't Judy, the other one, Ethan Promise. Come on, man. They called heads or tails, and Ryan yells out, "Well, what do I get?" And then you get sideways, and they flipped the coin and it landed sideways.
And what a kick to the shin.
I mean,
another one.
Just vicious.
How
vicious
is KTB still
delivered.
standing?
You know, it's
One kick after another.
He made him look.
You don't want to play games to do what I possibly. Just telling you.
Up, over, around, and through Ryan Rise. And back up to his feet. ATV on the losing end of that.
Entrant number 24.
Yeah. Keep playing games, kid. Keep playing games.
Well,
You play games, we're going to go hunting.
The third member of the Do or Die posse.
And now, taking out Robbie Roller as Roller tries to fight back.
Roller and Rise going shot for shot, kick for kick. And that's
That
enough of
will
that.
do it.
Ooh, where did you learn that move from?
Oh,
he didn't hit
met
us,
with
but-
the Superman punch.
Oh, shoulder tackle
What a beautiful gore.
into
What
a spear. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful gore.
I think Big Dan put on the sunglasses from Ryan Rise.
He did. And Ryan Rise on the verge of elimination here.
Seaway and Joey Adams, the two members of the old guard, continuing to work on Kruger in the opposite corner. KTB trying to catch his breath. Robbie Roller trying to catch his breath. Big Dan going at Rise, but Rise catches him with a big right hand.
And back to those kicks. I don't think this would be an elimination. He rolled underneath the rope.
And then Wade Kruger, like I said, the other end, he's fighting back on the old guard over there.
All right, number 25. Who are we going to see? Who is it going to be? Well, Nick, the Cardinal Thompson, making his UWA Elite debut, and JC, you've worked with him before. Tell us a few things about the Cardinal.
For many years. Oh wait, going for the wing splitter, and he gets it right off the bat on KTB. That is his finishing maneuver.
That's a big man to go after on your first shot.
No, he's not throwing out KTB.
Nearly had him though.
Can I just ask a question though?
Please do.
Like, you got Eagles, you got Falcons, you got Hawks, and you choose Cardinal?
Well, you want to know the reason why he chose the Cardinal?
I would love to know the reason why he chose the Cardinal
at all.
Well, the Cardinal, Nick Thompson, hails from Pompton Lakes, New Jersey. And his high school in Pompton Lakes, New Jersey, their mascot is indeed a Cardinal. And he wanted to show some hometown pride and represent Pompton Lakes proudly by being known as the Cardinal, Nick Thompson.
I mean, it could be worse. He could be from St. Louis.
Well, nonetheless, Nick Thompson doing his hometown of Pompton Lakes proud by making his UWA Elite debut here in one of the most craziest matchups in UWA Elite history.
Yeah, he was going after Seaway, but kind of gave it up. Seaway had his arms locked around the top rope, and Thompson thought better of it and has moved on to greener pastures.
And now,
Big Dan and KTB got to go look at Robbie Roller right now.
I was going to say, the Cardinal and the Anti-Hero partnering up, trying to eliminate Robbie Roller, but he finds his way back into the ring.
And you'll see some of that in the Brawl for It All. You'll see some strange bedfellows. You'll see some people teaming up that you wouldn't expect to.
Wow, he said it and he didn't even get into the ring yet.
I mean, get it out of the way early, right?
I suppose so. What a knee, though, to the head of Big Dan. And the clothesline. Unfortunately, he still sucks.
You know, I told the old guard to heed the warning and stay out of our way. What does TJ Blade do? The first thing he does is goes after Big Dan.
The side slam from TJ Blade, though, onto Robbie Roller was vicious. He got some air on that one, then a cannonball for KTB. Thompson going after Seaway, but meanwhile, Big
Papa taking a big elbow.
He likes it when you call him Big Papa.
Big Papa Bear. That's what they call him, right?
It is Papa Bear.
He wanted me to really say that, so I'm Big Papa Bear Wade Kruger.
Does he have your hookup?
I suppose so.
I hope not that Big Papa.
Holla if you hear him. I guess nobody hears him.
The Anti-Hero trying to take out the Cardinal. Nothing doing there.
If I do need a math lesson.
Blade and Seaway working on Kruger. KTB and Roller with a meeting of the minds over in the opposite corner, trying to gather themselves a little bit.
Wade Kruger really getting stomped.
Big Dan over with them as well. All three members of the Do or Die posse.
27. Adam Bizarre.
Adam Bizarre, one of the standouts of this year's Fair Week at the Middlesex County Fair.
Did you see Adam Bizarre's interview before Brawl for It All?
Yeah.
He was talking, and they literally having a conversation with someone, and the camera panned, and he was talking to himself. It was Adam, regular Adam, talking to Adam Bizarre.
And it is one of the most normal things we've ever seen from Adam Bizarre.
Yeah, I think he's getting better.
Pump handle choke slam from Bizarre onto Robbie Roller. Joey Adams taking him out. Into the corner goes Bizarre. Adams with the follow.
Introducing Adams' face to the top turnbuckle. And now, both members of the Old Guard, Seaway and TJ Blade, trying to eliminate Roller, but KTB and Big Dan right there.
Well, I guess they don't want to heed any warnings. They just want a war.
Blade going for the ride. Double clothesline from Roller and KTB. Bizarre rolls up Joey Adams and then delivers a knee to the side of the head.
Too sweet, me, Cypher.
No, don't get away from me.
Ryan Rise has finally dropped the.
No, just as he said, he puts his hands in the
Yeah, never mind. Looked like he was getting serious for a minute.
28.
He doesn't have to whistle, does he?
I don't think so. All right, the third man of the Justice League. Unfortunately for him, both of his partners, both of his teammates have been eliminated already.
They are long gone.
Bane and Bizarre. Bane with Toasty. That springboard cutter, or springboard stunner rather.
Imagine being locked in a room with these two.
Oof.
That's what your punishment should have been, MCL.
Oof, between them they got
Wait, quick, go hit somebody so I can suggest it.
You know,
two brain cells fighting for third place.
I think Max Bane and Adam Bizarre would fit in real nicely at Fright Fest.
I wonder if I Heart Horror is scouting them out a little bit today. Ryan Rise in a really, really precarious position here as all three members of the Old Guard looking to take him out. He is able to sneak in and through the legs of TJ Blade.
Old Guard just getting frustrated with him now.
Rise continuing the assault.
And KTB was going to work on the Cardinal Nick Thompson, but Wade Kruger able to split that up only for a short while there, though.
Yeah, Adam Bizarre able to ring the bell with Kruger.
And now the Cardinal on the attack, delivering the headshots to KTB.
Blade and Seaway collecting themselves in one corner. Meanwhile, we've got Kruger going after Rise in another corner. Joey Adams, the anti-hero, collecting himself as well. Robbie Roller. Yeah, Robbie Roller getting Bane a little bit softened up.
I'm surprised we didn't give number 30.
All right, well, so all 26 announced competitors and 3 unannounced competitors have entered the ring.
Not to cut you off, there's that wheel kick right to the face of Ryan Rise.
Oh, you made sure to get that one in.
Yeah, something told me I should get it in. I should have missed one of those.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Another kick by Powers, and look, the other 3 members of the Old Guard just standing by and watching as Chris Powers,
oh God,
giving them an education.
ATB talking strategy here with Cypress. Is he eliminated?
No, KTB's not eliminated, but a little bit of strategy being discussed between KTB and Cypress.
I don't know if he's just readjusting his boot there, or did he put an illegal object in his boot?
I mean, I definitely saw him tugging at the boot. Powers sending Roller for a ride.
What we were saying, there was all 26 guys that you were now, or that JC announced on the rundown.
Yeah, that JC announced. Yes, go ahead.
Are all entered.
That's true, and 3 of the unannounced, which means number 30, we don't know who it is.
Well, I can tell you it's not me. I don't know if it's one of you two.
I'm fairly certain it is not me. I feel like I would have gotten an email.
There's no way they're letting you after the suspension get in there and mix it up with anyone.
I mean, put me in with Ty, and I would lose decidedly. I am not a professional wrestler.
All right, last entrant.
All right, let's see it.
Final entrant.
Lucas Finnegan? It is! Lucas Finnegan, there he is! There is no mistaking that scream.
Skirt Style is back in action. A stunner to Bizarre and Roller. Now the Cardinal.
Stunners all around.
Take it out.
For the returning master of Skirt Style. Bane taking one.
Max Bane going for the ride with the stunner and a double stunner to KTB and Joey Adams.
Kruger gonna take one?
Well, Kruger tried to reach out his hand in support.
TJ Blade faring no better.
Wow, what a landing from that bandana.
I think we got Chris Powers and Mike Seaway. Are they the only 2 who didn't take a stunner? I'm not even sure about Seaway.
Yeah, Seaway there's so many guys, I don't even know anymore.
The rolling uppercut from Finnegan.
Trying to kip up.
Finnegan saying, I can't do that anymore.
You got a bad back, you can't kip up anymore.
And the fish flop avalanche in the corner. There's the stunner for Chris Powers.
Well, last couple times we've seen Lucas Finnegan, he's been our broadcast colleague.
There was the roly-poly fish heads being delivered into the corner, into the turnbuckle.
Matter of fact, he was our broadcast colleague last Brawl for it all.
That's true, he was. I don't even know what to call right now. We got Thompson and Big Dan in the middle of the ring. We got KTB and
what a spine buster from the Cardinal.
Well, who's one of these men is gonna face Corey Dillinger? Well, I can't speak right now.
Hey, you got it. Keep going.
Corey Dillinger at last breath and choking right now.
We got there.
Try not to cough.
you got there. It took a little while, but you got there.
It's been a rough night for the voices of UWA Elite.
Good grief.
There you go. Drink some water.
I was trying to make it without drinking the water.
And now the Cardinal Nick Thompson, a chop from Robbie Roller into the.
Oh, look at Big Dan holding up Cardinal Nick Thompson for KTB to deliver that elevated clothesline. Oh, slingshot right into the super kick.
Dispose of him. Send the Cardinal flying.
Oh, buddy. I mean, after that bit of punishment, there is no way the Cardinal is staying in that match.
Nick Thompson has been eliminated.
The state of Arizona is used to Cardinals losing all the time.
Oh, my friend. It was nice seeing him, though.
I like how we went with two different flavors of the same joke, Cypress.
It's just endless. You can just go anyway with it. We're going to ignore the fact that JC thinks he has a friend.
Oh, hang on. Bizarre with Chris Powers up on his shoulders. Remember, former teammates.
Now Bizarre's getting double teamed by, and he's out. They mess with the old guard. They just, you see what's happening right now, right?
The rest of the old guard coming to the aid of their leader? Question mark. Chris Powers.
And now Max Bain messing with us. See ya. See ya.
Is he out?
Yeah, he's out. Of course he's out.
Bain has been eliminated.
Let's see, who have we got left? I'm seeing a whole lot of factions here. The Do or Die Posse and the Old Guard. And then we've got Wade Kruger. And we've got Ryan Rise. And I think that's it. So Kruger and Rise really need to get their stuff on the same page here.
You got to pull a Bose there?
Get their ish together.
Oh, but Kruger.
That's what happens.
Hit with the uppercut and the shoulder to the abdomen. And Kruger, is he out of here?
Not yet. Is Kruger still in?
Yeah,
Kruger's still on the apron.
Oh, wait a minute,
Kruger's gonna
take. Oh,
Now he's out. Kruger was looking to take KTB and Big Dan with him.
The Papa Bear just found out who his daddy is. And that's the Do or Die Posse.
Well, that leaves Ryan Rise as an island unto himself.
And Lucas Finnegan.
Oh, Lucas Finnegan, I forgot. Please forgive me, Lucas.
sorry.
Someone help Roller. Roller's on the apron. Where's Big Dan?
Rise takes out Roller. Is Roller out?
Is he?
Yeah,
He's out?
he's out. I think.
Yeah, Roller's been eliminated. Okay, we do have confirmation from our officials.
You know, take him out. You know what? I'm not even worried about the old guard right now. Take out Ryan Rise. He needs to be taught a lesson.
These double team maneuvers from Big Dan and KTB.
He thinks it's a joke. This isn't a joke.
Absolutely vicious.
This is not a joke, and he's about to find out right now. Bye.
Ryan Rise.
Announce it.
Ryan Rise has been eliminated.
KTB and Big Dan representing
We're outnumbered
the
right
Do or
now.
Die Posse.
Oh, boy. Why doesn't Finnegan go over there and do something?
All four members of the old guard still in there?
KTB eliminated.
Hey, Finnegan, you moron. Now you're by yourself. You should have helped out Dan and KTB.
KTB and Finnegan?
No, Finnegan's still in because he's a dummy.
KTB is eliminated.
Now he thinks he's going to take on the entire old guard all by himself.
Has been dead.
All right, let's go, Lucas. Crossbody. I mean, Lucas Finnegan has got to be the emotional favorite right now, right? The underdog.
I mean, there's no favorite for me right now. Like, he sat there and watched. He sat there. He could have worked with us.
I mean, the old guard are the ones who actually did the eliminating, though. It wasn't Finnegan.
But then he's got to face all four members of the old guard. He's got to think of it. Now he's out. See, that's what happens. That's what happens.
Lucas Finnegan has been eliminated.
All right, well, we got a little friendly competition then. All four members of the old guard are the last four standing.
Hope they tear each other apart.
I mean, that we're talking about sportsmanlike. Yeah, Seaway's got it. That's what Seaway's saying. Let's go.
Finnegan would have helped out.
This is very odd.
I mean, spirit of competition, right, guys? Yeah, exactly. Blade and Seaway have the right idea. But Powers
is telling
told
Blade to get eliminated?
Yeah, told TJ Blade to climb over the rope.
Well, we might find out who the leader really is.
Yeah, Blade is saying, why don't you do it?
Elimination of Doom?
All right, maybe not. Blade says anything for you, boss.
Embracing, and now he's really going to eliminate himself? No way!
TJ Blade eliminated himself.
TJ Blade has been eliminated.
You know, we preach do or die, all this, and this guy just throws himself over the top rope. That's a disgrace. He shouldn't be in this company. You just throwing away a title shot. He's a former champion. He's a disgrace.
And now Mike Seaway
and
forced to do the same thing, but is he?
And Blade is yelling to him, show your loyalty.
Oh, no shocker that he did it.
No way. Seaway really conflicted. Looking back and forth, and he does it.
All right, Seaway eliminates himself also.
Should refund all his fans.
Chris Powers by fiat is just giving himself a shot at Corey Dillinger at Last Breath.
I mean, if Adams does this, it'll be his second meeting with Corey Dillinger for the UWA Elite Championship, and if Powers does it, same thing.
Yeah, Joey Adams is going to eliminate himself. Oh, hang on. Joey Adams saying, I don't care about the contract. We talked about this before. The contract of Joey Adams is in the control of the old guard.
Remember, Corey Dillinger said you always have a choice. Just remember that.
And now, Chris Powers has unleashed the beast that is the anti-hero. Joey Adams coming unhinged.
I mean, I was saying the spirit of friendly competition. This is a little bit more than friendly competition. The anti-hero taking apart his leader, Chris Powers.
Tossed off the shoulder. Powers getting hit with everything right now. Over the top and not eliminated.
The look on the face. So Seaway and TJ Blade just made their way past commentary to go back to the locker room, and
those two
just disbelief.
Those two are embarrassments to wrestling.
Chris Powers up on the top turnbuckle, drop kick. No pinfalls, no submissions here, folks. You've got to go over the top rope, and that's where Joey Adams is. No,
oh my God, he got tangled up there for a second.
Joey Adams holding on to the top rope, and now Powers going to work on the fingers. Joey Adams holding on for dear life. He's got his legs wrapped around the bottom rope. Now he's got his arms again, just switching back and forth as Powers targets one area of the body and then the other. Adams fighting back, hanging up Powers on the top rope. Powers with a head of steam. Both men on the apron right now, folks. Are you kidding me?
This is unbelievable.
The 2024 Brawl for It All has both of the two remaining participants on the apron slugging it out, and they're members of the same faction.
I don't know about that after this.
That's a fair point, Cypress.
He has basically just quit the old guard.
He might have quit UWA. That contract is in control of the old guard also.
Well, the best way to get around that is to eliminate Powers.
I mean, if Joey Adams pulls this off, does the contract for Last Breath supersede the contract that the old guard has?
Don't take my word for it, but I would say yes.
I'd say it's got to be a business decision for UWA Elite President.
I think this may be a legal battle if this goes down.
For a body slam on the apron. No German suit. What is happening right now?
Well, Chris Powers looking to make this a non-question neck breaker. Oh my God! Wait, no!
Both fell out.
Joey Adams and Chris Powers both fell off the apron at the same time. I mean, the brawl is over. The brawl is over, but we don't have an official decision yet. JC is going. Yeah, JC's running over to the officials right now to see if we have a decision. Dave Swan going out with him.
Yeah, that's who I want to see after I just wrestle the brawl for all, JC.
Well, I mean, JC's got to get the official word from someone.
All right, Ryan T and SP Anderson are at odds too. SPN, they're raising the other people's hands. I think.
Yeah, I mean, they each had a different angle of this.
Yeah.
They each had a different view. So one sees Joey Adams, the other sees Chris Powers.
And I couldn't see who's with who because the pole's in my way, so that's why I couldn't tell you.
I mean, we may actually have to go to video.
Oh, and here comes the other two losers.
And by the other two losers, Cypress is referring to Seaway and TJ Blade, the other two members of the old.
You know what? And I gotta say real quick, I give props to Joey Adams. I'll give him credit. He didn't just fall down and lie down.
And even Blade and Seaway disagree. Seaway.
Ladies and gentlemen, UWA Elite President Dave Swan has informed me that Powers and Adams' feet hit the floor at the same time. Henceforth, your co-winners of the Brawl Royale, Joey Adams and Chris Powers.
Is that a triple threat?
I would guess.
Here comes the champ, Corey Dillinger, the UWA Elite Champion, out to ringside.
In consecutive months, he's beaten both of them. Now he's got to beat them at the same time.
Corey Dillinger can lose his UWA Elite Championship without getting pinned in a triple threat match. Is that how this is going to play out?
All I saw in the back, we had 2 feet hit the floor, right? But we had them at the same time. Joey, Powers, I want them both. I want them all. Triple threat. Nigga.
The champ wants it to happen.
Oh, I mean, it's not his choice, but I guess it is his choice.
Your main event will be Corey Dillinger defending against Joey Adams and Christopher Powers.
There you have it, folks. Your main event for our UWA Elite 2024 season finale, Last Breath, is going to be a triple threat match. Christopher Powers, the anti-hero, Joey Adams, your UWA Elite Champion, Corey Dillinger, with the title on the line. Folks, for JC, for the UWA Elite Hall of Famer Cypress, for Shannon May, for President Dave Swan, and all of us here at UWA Elite, be with us on November 16th for our season finale, Last Breath. Until then, this is the Man of 1,000 Spreadsheets, MC Hale, saying we will see you at ringside.